Hi, I'm Minnick. Welcome to How to Use inDesign, a basic tutorial. Alright, first you're going to make your dummy. Normally you would do this on a normal piece of paper, but I'm going to use Word document just for the sake of this video. As you can see, we've got headlines and bylines. These are pictures, and we've got our text. Alright, so now we're going to open our inDesign document. I have one open already, and as you can see, I've already started to lay out the design based off of the dummy. We're going to put our headline in and our byline, all of our text. So first text, using this text tool, and you just make a text box like you normally would. If you right click, you can fill with placeholder text so you can see how it's going to look. It'll just put random words in there. Using this picture toolbox right here, rectangle frame tool, you're going to create a picture box frame where your picture will go later on. Be sure to always come back to this black tool, this black arrow. Be careful not to use the white arrow right under it. I'll show you how to use that later on. And there you go, just make your box. Now we'll do this for the right side as we finish the left. And we have a picture here, and as you can see in the dummy, the text is going to go around the picture box. So click on the picture box and click this button right here, which is going to manipulate the wrap and how the text wraps around it. So when you click in your text box and fill with placeholder text, it goes around the picture rather than over it. To select multiple items, just drag over them like this. And I'm going to copy this. You can just use your command tools, Control C and V. And we're done with your dummy. To drop in your picture, you're going to just click on your box and Control D. That'll bring up this window, and you just find your picture and select wherever it is. We'll fast forward as I do that. So now we're just going to drop our text. You're going to select all your text and delete it, and then select the box and Control D. That'll bring this up, and just select your article, as we did before with the pictures. Now I've dropped both of the articles, and we're going to put these in Cambria size 12 font because that's what we're using this year. As you'll be able to see down here, there's a little red plus. That just means that all the text doesn't fit in that box. So if you click on that and drag to a new spot, it'll show you the rest of the text. Since the box is blank, we know that there's just spaces in there. It thinks there's more text. So if you just delete those spaces, you'll be good, and it won't show you that anymore. You can just get rid of that box that it created. You don't need that anymore. Now we're going to put in our headlines. You can see that it doesn't fit in the box again, so we're going to hit Control A, and that'll select all the text there and make it a smaller font until it fits. And just play with that. We're going to move some things around. And bylines, as you probably saw in our first issue, this was written by our own Alejandro Lucero, who was our copy editor. So you just put that in. You don't say by, you don't put a colon, you just put it straight in. In this case, because of the red plus, we're just going to make the box a little bigger. Copy editor. Alright, this is Cambria, and it's size 11. We're going to center this in the text box. And the format is bold for the name and italicized for the position. I'll do this on the right side as well. So now we've got our text in there, and you can see it's hyphenated where it didn't fit on a line completely. We don't do that. So we're going to open a new window, and we're looking for paragraph, which is under tools and types and tables. And you can just drag that to the right side, and it'll be there for you to use always. And that's pretty easy. You just unhyphenate, and we're going to do that in both text boxes. Now this page is looking a little bland, so we're going to use this rectangle tool right here to create a box in the background of the side article. Just drag and drop. And as you can see right now, there's a black line around the edges of the box. We don't want that, so we're going to go over here to stroke and take it to 0. Now to color the box, we're going to go swatches. These two dictate whether you're changing the color of the stroke or the real box, so just make sure you're clicking on the real box. and look at your colors. You can scroll down, and let's say you don't want to use any of these colors, just right click and click new color swatch, and you can drag these bars to make it whatever color you want. Let's go with a nice green. So we're going to take cyan up and yellow and just manipulate those till you like the color. Alright, now I don't want this completely opaque as it is right now, so we're going to open a new window once again. Just go to Windows. We're looking at Effects right now, which is up here. And again, drag that into your sidebar and lessen the opacity, which you can do with this bar. So right now, the box is over the other box, so you can't see anything that well. Just right-click, arrange, and send it to the back. And there you go. And I'm just gonna play around with the sizings of things. A lot of designing is just playing around with stuff. Alright, now this picture, it's hard to see anything. And you can resize it by filling the frame proportionally after you right-click. Always proportional. Make sure it's proportional so you don't stretch the picture. But I need to crop out some things, so I'm going to use the white tool. And that's the size of the real picture. So when you are using the black tool, and so let's look at, if you use the black tool, these blue lines right here, that's basically, you can think of that as the frame, and with this tool, and the orange lines, that's the picture. So if you click it and hold down shift so you don't stretch the picture, you can move around the picture within the frame until it's more clear and you can see what's going on. So we're just going to make it bigger so you can see the people better. And this is kind of just your opinion, whatever you think looks best. So just play around with that. And always come back to the black arrow tool. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing on this picture. So now we're going to add a caption in. This isn't a real caption, I'm just going to make one up, but you know how to write a caption. And that's Cambria size 11 font, I believe. And just play around with that till it looks good. We're going to do the same thing here. So here's your caption, and as you can see it's overlapping with the other text, so we're going to use this text wrap tool again. And we don't need the box to be that big, so just take that a little smaller. And I'm going to do some advanced work here to move this around. You don't need to worry about this stuff yet. So now I want to put a line in between the text and the caption. So we're just going to use your simple line tool right here and use the shift key to make a straight line. There we go. And put that up there. And move that around. And now we're going to do a credit on these pictures. Just make a text box using your text tool, and we're going to say photo by if someone in the class took the picture, and photo courtesy of if someone else is giving us permission to use the picture, as is the case with this top picture. So that's by Kathleen McDonald, and it's Cambria 8 font, and I want it sideways. I want the text to be going up the side of the picture. So just put that in there, and if you scroll, as you'll see me do in a second, there, right there, that tool, and you just pull it up. If you hit the shift key, it'll make it perfectly 90 degrees, and just drag that over the picture. But if you remember, when we text wrapped that picture earlier, none of the text is showing in the box. And the way you fix that is right click, text frame options, and ignore the text wrap. Now it'll be able to go over that picture even though the picture isn't allowing any text to be near it. And you can't really read that, so select all, Control A once again, and make that white using swatches, and that's better. And just move that to where you like it. That's good. And we're going to do the same thing with this picture down here, although I'm not exactly sure who took it, so Make sure you always know for certain, and if you don't, just put a placeholder until you can ask the writer or photo editor where that came from. Alright, so I'm just going to put photo courtesy of XXX for now. And make sure that that is in Cambria size 8 font once again. And just move that around until it looks good. I'm going to make it white again, in the bottom. There we go. And now I'm finished. It took me about half an hour. Normally this would have a page number up here at the top, like this page does right here, but that's for the design editors to do, so we'll just leave that for them to deal with later. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you a lot, and good luck.